Yes, Sridevi, can you hear me?
Yes, God, I can hear you.
Yes. Good.
Namaste and thank you for the meeting.
Namaste.
I'm very happy to see you.
Okay.
Uh, I would just, if you're okay with it, I will just say 2 or 3 lines about how I'm
Yeah,
connected
yeah,
to you.
please go ahead.
Yeah, so I used to adore my Durga.
Hmm.
I used to always feel that she was standing. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional.
I can understand.
I always, I always felt that my goddess, she was with me. So whatever used to happen in my life, I used to think that whatever is happening, it's because of her I'm able to face it. Now I understand she herself was a puppet. Like she herself didn't know that behind her a bigger force was standing, making her do. I know that even she is hurt. I know that even the so-called goddess is hurt because she's also a puppet. She doesn't have any say in this. So that adoration which I had simply collapsed. I feel pity for her rather than feeling angry for her. I feel like at least I have you. I have an way open to go. But for her, there's no one. Like she's more miserable than me. I I want to know if what I'm thinking or what I'm doing is it right? Because there's no way I can go back to her after knowing who is behind her, like who is making her do all those things. That's one.
You see, every deity, including Shiva, Durga, they all are miserable. And this is what the humans do not understand. They cannot even accept it. They cannot even digest it. Why they cannot digest? Because they feel that human misery is the only misery. But their misery is, number one, they have no freedom. Number two, they have to do what they are told to do. Number three, they are the slave of a certain individual. And what else they go through, of course, I do not know the whole thing. But whatever we feel they are nothing like that. And this is one reason that when God came here and God gave them an option to come to God, both Shiva and Durga, they both went to God. So, to that extent, they now have a feeling that the person or the individual they have gone to is a place where they will be respected, where they will not be controlled, they will not be dominated, they will not be forced. So, this is their freedom, and of course, a greater freedom, at least for Durga, is now she is back with her father. Shiva, she now has known who God is, and this has given them a tremendous amount of healing.
That's so. Actually, since I adore her, I don't see her as someone who's looking after me. I feel her. She's someone who's like a friend. I'm happy for her. I know that she's here in this meeting and she might be listening to this. So I just want to
She is
convey.
in this meeting.
I'm really happy for my Kurmari that she found her way back, and I found you. So thank you for that. And I have few questions if you're okay with it, sir.
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
shall
ask all the questions. We have enough time.
I? Yes. So my first is like I want to know the mantra because I just follow that mantra which is there. May I have your grace for 24/7, which I do daily. And I heard in a lot of your podcast and meeting that there is certain mantra which has to be done? Is it
You see,
something there?
there was a mantra that was being given to the humans who were wanting to take the mantra. But now God has said no more mantra will be given. Basically, God has made it more simple. And if you connect with God, or rather the image of goddess and God, and just say, I want to be always with you, that itself is enough. Because the purpose of the mantra was to keep you connected with God. But now God says saying this to the image once is enough to connect you with God.
Once
And
daily or
no,
just once?
not daily, only once. Now, it may be possible that there will be times when you will feel that I am no more connected. Whenever that feeling comes, or whenever a question comes, am I still connected? Whenever a doubt comes, whenever any kind of hesitation comes that or a thought comes, I am probably disconnected, you again say to the image that I want to be always connected with you. Now, why do you generally lose your connection? Is because if you go to a very negative place, you lose the connection. If you meet a person who is very negative, you lose the connection. Then, if you are attacked, some kind of black magic or something, then you lose the connection. So in all these cases, just tell the image that I want to be with you. I want to be with you, God. And then you are again reconnected. Of course, if anyone does uh, any kind of religious practice or any kind of spiritual practice, then no matter how many times you tell to the image that I want to be with you, God will not give you the God connection.
That's past now. No
Yeah,
more
but
spiritual.
I'm just clarifying for other viewers also.
Okay, God. Now we have got series of small questions,
Please
God.
do. Yes.
I used to believe in organ donation. So can I donate my body after death or any part of my body?
God says that please do not donate your organ because nothing that belongs to you should remain back, either physically or energetically, once death happens. So, what earlier was a very practical thing and also a very compassionate thing, today it is not uh, recommended by God. In fact, totally God says don't do very clearly. Because even after you die, none of your organs should continue because they carry your memories, they carry your karmic baggage, they carry many things.
Okay,
So everything should either be burnt or buried or
okay,
whatever is being done.
okay, God. And is there any connection between the pendulum L rod with the energetic body which you mentioned? Because is it why we can use only the L rod, the dowsing rod?
Uh, Earlier only the L rod was being used, but now God said you can also use the pendulum. You can also do muscle testing. But maybe not everyone can do it. So they have to find out which one they are finding it easy to do, and then you can use them.
Because
But
yeah,
when it comes to using the L rod or pendulum or muscle testing, the problem that happens is many a times we feel the answer that we get is coming from God. Maybe, may not be. Because the first thing the mind will jump in to give you the answer. Second, your spirit will jump in to give you the answer. Third, entities will jump in to give you the answer. Fourth, maybe even the king will jump in to give you the answer. Now, in all these cases, to really know whether the answer is coming from God or whom is very, very difficult. So, it is not a foolproof way of confirming the answers, but still, at least you have some access to God at the physical domain. And then it is only a matter of checking it multiple times before you make a decision, and then saying to God, if I'm still being uh, deceived, please take care of the consequences of my actions.
So even
Okay?
if we keep, yes, yes, God, even if we keep the pendulum, either the pendulum or the rod on top of the book, and
Even if
because
you do that, still
not
it can go. Still it can go haywire. The basic thing is why mind jumps in, because mind is full of desires, wanting. And this force is the strongest force.
Hmm.
That being so, whenever you ask a question, let's say you want to buy a car, and you are asking a question, is it the right time to buy a car? You will always get yes, because
Hmm.
you are wanting it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, this is the way mind works. If it is within your desire, your mind will give the answer. If your mind doesn't care about the answer, then there is a chance that you will be able to get the answer from God or someone else. So, getting answers is a very tricky thing, but I am not saying it is not possible. It is just that each one of us has to really go through understanding, feeling, feeling the nature of the answers, feeling the energies around the answers. So use your intuition, use the rod, use your rationality, and ultimately decide what you whether you want to go ahead or not.
Now, God, you said intuition. Isn't intuition again related to spirit? Can we rely on
It
that?
is true. Even when I say logic, it is related to your mind. So all I am saying is you have a what I would say a whole experience of life. So
Hmm.
check out whether within that experience you are feeling the answer to be comfortable or not. Now
Thank you.
there are times when everything will go against uh, your comfort zone with the answer, and yet you have to decide. Let's say when I decided that I am going to leave my so called worldly journey and move into an unknown journey. I didn't know what that journey was. God had not yet openly declared himself to be God, but God was guiding me. So everything in me was telling that I am making a wrong decision. Everything in me, my logic, my intuition, my feelings, my uh, whatever else is there, everything was says don't do, don't do, don't do. And yet I went ahead. It was a madness, it was insanity, but still something very, what I would say, very subtle was telling me it is now time to change gear. It is now time to go. And so, hearing that, I took that decision, and around for a long time, many years, I kept on telling myself I was a fool to make that decision. So I'm just saying that whatever guidance I'm giving you, whatever inputs I'm giving you, ultimately I really cannot give you as to how you should proceed with using the L rod or the pendulum.
Yes, God, I got the hang of the life which I'm leading now. So even before using the pendulum, I know that if whatever consequences is going to be, whether it's going to be good or bad, it's going to be a food because we are food. We are piglets actually ready to be slaughtered. So actually the decision doesn't matter because either ways it has to bring pain to me because I have to produce the pain. So that kind of helps in reading and in doing what I want to do with the pendulum or with the dowsing rod and pendulum. So thank you. I had that doubt. It cleared it. And got that uh, if I use the phrase, may I have your grace, God, without seeing your picture in my daily task, like there are so many things where my hands are busy and I do something because every minute we take some decision, right? So if I take a decision and utter the phrase,
Yeah, you can do. You
huh,
can, without seeing the picture, also, you can say, may I have your grace, God.
okay, God, and I'm an artist. So,
Okay.
as I told you before, that I was connected with Durga very deeply from childhood. So, I had this passion of to paint god and goddesses. So, I do, and you must have heard about Tanjore painting and Mysore painting,
Mm.
you know, that using that gold foil. So, I'm into that kind of field, and I'm also a portrait artist. So, most of my money comes by painting god and goddesses. Right now, I know I have got no inclination, no attachment because I feel for her, you know, as a friend. And I'm happy that she had gone back home. But I also had to earn money. I also need. And here the demand is, so can I use God and Goddess picture as a business to generate money? I've got no attachment.
God is saying, since it is your profession, God is giving you the permission to use.
And I'm not going to make lots. Like, it's not like I'm not going to keep on painting God and Goddess only when the demand comes. Because and I'm not
Yes.
going to keep any of them at home also. Whatever paint or god goddess I make, I'm not going to keep it at home. One I had made long back, that will also go off after some time because I stopped entering the puja room per se. It used to be my haven. I stopped it. So my only theory was that if I get more orders to paint, can I do it?
Yeah, you
That was
can do.
thank you, God. And the last two questions are from my friend. He's a numerologist. He's a very good human, and he's a numerologist. He's also an astrologer, and all the things which they do. He lost his son last December, and only one son, and he was just hardly 20 years old, and he and his wife were heartbroken. And then I introduced you to them, and you had made a huge change in his life. So he will also be attending your Zoom meeting later on. But for now, he has got few questions. Can I share those with you?
Okay.
The first one is he's asking that Dasha Parvati version, are they true in the, there is something like that.
The Shah Parvati version is true or not?
Yes.
Well, yes, Durga and subsequently all the um, daughters of Durga, they are taking on many avataric forms, and they are coming or interacting with the humans as deities. So this is one of them.
But now, since Durga has gone back, is it relevant?
You see, Durga has gone back, but there are many daughters of Durga, not all of them have gone back.
Or they are not going back out of fear or out of choice?
Well, we don't know for sure what exactly is the reason.
Hmm.
Uh, like, let's say Brahma said, I am not going to go back because I love the game of creation and I will continue to play it along with my father. So, like this, there are many who are not going back, or maybe they will choose to go back down the line. Currently, we do not know. I do not keep a track of who are going and who are not going because God says it is not my job to keep a track. So,
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot
it.
give you very clear answers always.
Yeah, yes, God. That's, I think that should suffice. Is tantric way of practicing, is it really worth it?
Once you are with God, that will disconnect you from God.
True. That's very true. That's very true. Thank you, God. I think others are waiting.
Okay,
I'll come back.
yes. Thank
Okay,
you,
thanks.
Sridevi. भोजराज जी, हाँ, अनम्यूट कीजिए, अनम्यूट कीजिए. यस.
Pranam Pradip ji.
प्रणाम.
So today it has been one month exactly since I have started talking to the future. And can you please tell me if God is with me?
Yes, you are connected with God.
Thank you. Can I used to feed the birds, and I just heard something about feeding birds. Is it okay to feed the birds?
Okay, you can feed the birds.
Okay, thank you. So I am interested to know what happens after death. So my energy bodies, some of them remain, and my soul will go to God.
What happens after death, particularly now when you are with God, is your soul is going to go back home. Home means to the domain of God. Your energy bodies are also going to go back. All your memories, stories, and everything which is in your mental body, mental energy body, that will be wiped out, wiped clean. But in case you have any kind of attachment still left for any of your family members, and if God wants you to be with them for some time or till they die, then God will not wipe out your story and everything from your mental energy body, and your energy bodies will continue to be around the people whom you love or care. After they die, or maybe before that, God will wipe out everything from your mental energy body, and all your energy bodies will go back to God. Now, so after you die, your body will be burned or buried. Your mind and your personality basically will become a part of the mental energy body, which will either be allowed to be there for some time or will be totally wiped out. And your spirit body, which we call as Ishwar, this body will go back to the king, or what we call as Bhagwan. Clear?
Then suppose all my energy bodies go to God's domain. My soul also will go to God's domain. Then there, what will happen? Will the
After
soul
the
will continue?
after the soul goes to God, in the domain of God, God is not going to reveal what the souls are going to do to the humans. God says the souls know what they are going to do, but the humans need not know. There is no need for the humans to know what the souls are going to do. But whoever is asking this question, that one will not go back to God, because that is only the mind and the personality. That will be uncreated. That which wants to know will be uncreated.
Will vanish. Will vanish.
Yes, it will vanish.
Okay. Then that question will not arise there.
Yes.
Okay. you we have many details on you, but no details on Falguni ji, no details on her, except she could talk with God. Sorry, she could see God's face, whereas you can't. This only I I know about her. You have said about her, but can you give some details about her journey? What path she followed? Example, what path she followed before coming to God?
First thing, she is a very mystical woman. I am not mystical. I am a very logical and rational person, constantly who have doubted God for many years. She in an instant connected with God. She in an instant was able to see God. Her level of communication with God was far, far superior than mine. And beyond that, God doesn't allow me to speak more about her because she is far greater than me. That's all I can tell you.
And what path she followed? Was she on what path she followed? What were her gurus? What path she followed on earth? The
No,
path.
she did
What
not have
journey
any she did not have any guru.
she was her own guru.
No,
she
no. You see, this
she
thing,
became enlightened.
she was not enlightened. I am not enlightened. She was not enlightened. This journey with God has got nothing to do with enlightenment and nothing to do with the tradition of guru and disciple. Both the things are part of the domain of the king who actually introduced it to the humans in order to bind the humans into a journey that will not allow the humans to come to God.
On the photo we see three faces. We see your face, you holding a book, and you not holding a book, and then the photo of Falguni. When we look at the photo, we should see which one was the three.
Do not try to decide which face to look at. Let the eyes go wherever they go, and that is perfect because both are one. They are not two, even though they appear to be two. So if the eyes keep on shifting, perfect. If the eyes fix on one of the face, perfect. Do not debate inside which face is better, which face will connect you with God. No. The totality of the image connects you with God.
I have I asked a question about the birds? Can I feed the birds? You have said yes, I
Mm,
suppose.
true.
Okay, no problem.
No problem.
Now, is the number of souls fixed? That is, at first, so many were created, and then it is fixed. Because if the number of souls is fixed, then when Earth population rises, then it means that souls in other universes decreases.
You see, the number of souls in this universe is fixed, but the number of souls in the domain of God is not fixed. God can create souls anytime God wants. Is that the question you had?
Yeah.
Okay.
About the printout, So what carries the energy of God is the physical book, the ebook, and your card. But if I
If
print,
you print or if you take out a Xerox, God's energies will not be in that book.
print also not allowed.
No,
No,
you
print,
might get
print.
information, but you will not get God.
Yeah,
Connection with
yeah.
God will not happen. On the contrary, your connection with God might get disconnected. So don't try to do those things.
Only the physical book,
The physical
the
book,
healing
the
card.
e-book, the healing card. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. And if someone watch your video,
Yes,
then that person will not be reborn again.
true,
Is it true?
true.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you
Bojraj.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am from Mauritius. I am from Mauritius.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please unmute Sridevi. Yes. Ah,
God, I listen. Hello, God. I've listened
yes.
to everyone. They're like small, small questions.
Hmm.
One is like after me, in my family, I was the main decision maker because I always had this affinity with my Durga. I had this so strong belief, and whatever I used to do, it used to come. She would always make things happen for me, but always there is always a but. There was always a catch, and that but would always keep me back. In spite
Hmm.
of everything, I was the main decision maker. Now, after being connecting with you, I
Hmm.
have slowly and steadily, it's automatically, detachment has happened. A kind of inertia kind of a thing has happened. A kind of a disinterest has happened because I know that it's of no use. Now, what's happening? My main question was that will it affect the storyline? Because I'm not taking decisions anymore. I have told all my family members slowly and steadily what you feel good for the situation, you guys take ahead. Don't take mine because of the decisions I had taken in the past. And as you know, I'm an artist, so my mind was very creative, and I used to do n number of things. And in that, maybe in 10 things, five would give me some profit, but six would give me negative. So I knew that being creative is again the food. Like I get to know in retrospect. Now my thing was like, no, since I've stopped taking
Do not
decisions.
do not ask any question around what is going to affect the storyline,
Yeah.
because neither God is going to reveal us the storyline nor the king.
That I
So
understood.
do not live in a question of whether the storyline is going to get affected or not.
Uh, okay. Okay, God. Take it.
Okay.
And yes, God, one question more. It's like you said that king was made out of anger and frustration when he was born as a Jyoti Niranjan, and he never listened to God. So God in the book, whichever you have given, right? So now, did God curse the king to use the crime of humans to save the humans? Because had it not been given the curse, there could have been a chance of king totally demolishing all the humans. Is it something like that, or it's just like that?
If there wouldn't have been the curse, then there would have been no humans.
Exactly, God. That is what my doubt was. Yes, then we wouldn't. There wouldn't have been us.
Exactly.
Yes, yes,
Then
God.
this conversation wouldn't have been
Wouldn't have
happening.
happened, and you wouldn't have been here. Yes, God. Yes, so in a way, he did good thing. He saw way ahead than King can see, and he did it to protect us in a very weird kind of a manner, like a chess game. True.
It's very complicated to know
It
God's
is.
plan.
It is. It is. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Sridevi. Thank you. Apilji, do you want to interact with me?
Yes, Pradip sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for the insights that you have given.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, so I wanted to talk to you. Suddenly, the opportunity came. Now I forget many of the things. I had few questions, only few questions. Uh, One thing is you have mentioned you have spoken to many entities, uh, deities, and everything. My question is, have you spoken to the souls? Or,
No, there was no need to speak to the soul. I only talk with those whom God wants me to talk and not with anyone else. God never wanted me to talk with the soul, so I did not talk with the soul. I
oh,
can only talk with those whom God wants me to talk, not with those whom I want to talk.
okay, got it, got it. Second thing is, you said the spirit controls our emotions, feelings, thoughts, and everything. So you said for some people, spirits say soul starts taking control of their life. तो वो भी हो सकता है after the activation of some energy bodies. So
True.
so what is the difference? जब soul when it takes control of the person, what is the difference? Still, soul is also
The,
under
di-
the control of king, right?
the difference is that till your fifth body is activated, you are on some kind of a karmic journey,
Okay,
which is a human journey. Once the soul starts sourcing you directly, you now are ready for the non human journey, which means the journey in your energy bodies. That is the difference.
can
Right
you
now, your journey is within your physical body
okay,
and it is bound by the human storyline. When soul starts taking sourcing you, your storyline is wiped out and then you follow the will of the soul, which is outside the storyline.
okay, got it, got it, got it. And one more thing is, you said, I mean, Kal or spirit takes control of your, I mean, it controls your mind, your body, your personality, and the spirit also. But Kal also manages, the spirit manages your energy bodies, right? And also the God, Paramatma manages the energy bodies. This is where both the I mean God and Kal दोनों यहाँ पे इसका एनर्जी बॉडीज का they can alter or make changes in that. So yeah,
So, what exactly is the question? Can you, because I didn't get the question. You read something, but what is the question?
question is जो हमको relief मिलता है whatever relief that we get, uh, so that is done by Paramatma by only changing things in our energy bodies, right? Which spirit
How
also
God
has the control.
how God gives relief, it is through the will of God. God doesn't need to do anything to the energy bodies. If God wills, it happens without God doing anything.
Okay, okay,
But
okay,
when spirit gives relief or spirit does healing, it can happen through the will of the spirit, it can happen through the will of the storyline, it can happen through the will of something else.
okay, okay, got it. And one more question I had, Pradeep sir. So the information that I read the book, the information that you got that Paramatma के इतने बच्चे थे and everything that was it told by the God or have you read any books or anything?
Whatever information that I have given to you in the book,
Oh,
those came from God. Some of them I have read other places, but many of them have been edited, many of them have been changed, and many of them are new information.
oh, that was guided by God, just. to
Yes,
go and read.
God said, take this from here, take that from there. And then God edited it. Don't put it like this, put it like this. And then God gave the additional information. On that basis, the book came out.
Okay, 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 and got it. And one more
Basically,
thing.
basically, the book is about deception.
Okay, but because wanted to check because there without knowledge, at least to transform knowledge, also we need to get some knowledge. Uh, Mind needs something, at least the names, Jyoti Niranjan और ये सब names, at least we should have some knowledge. उसके लिए तो कुछ चाहिए ना. So the information, how did you get that?
You
I got
see,
the answer for that.
many of the things in the book are already here in this domain. And basically, they all came from Kabir, because
Correct.
most of the things before Kabir was not there.
Mm-hmm.
Kabir is the son of God who gave initially the information. So ultimately, the king used those information to create a totally different version of the teachings of Kabir. Now, whatever from that, God again gave me the information, and basically you will notice many a places Kabir's information and my information are matching, including the names. But that is because both comes from the same place.
Correct. These are the, I think, some of the followers of Kabir. So they just, made this public. So
Yeah, so
Kabir.
they are saying that I have taken it from Kabir. But
Mm-hmm.
Kabir is from God. I am also being sourced by God. The information, background information is same.
Mm-hmm.
But up to a point, because beyond that point, even Kabir's information has been kind of become not the message of God, but the message of the king.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. I would be eagerly waiting for your videos, like whenever it comes. I mean, I know like most of the things what you say, most of the things what you say and everything I know, but still I would be eagerly waiting for the videos that comes. But I had one more question. That was initially when I start looking at your this one, right? I was doing I was taking some healing mode, and so 1 month I did the practice and everything. I saw some various changes that happened in me that जनरली पीपल से राइट सो मुझे कोई अभी इंटरेस्ट नहीं है कुछ भी इन्वॉल्व होने का like कुछ भी करने का कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है दैट टाइप ऑफ फीलिंग्स आई गॉट एंड देयर आर सो मच ऑफ एक्सपीरियंसेस आई मीन आई गॉट समथिंग इज हैपनिंग विद इन मी थोड़ा डिटैचमेंट सब अपने आप हो रहा था नेचुरली सो
Yes.
बिफोर coming to God I was already 95% of my belief system everything was went off actually I had no interest of doing it for the purpose of society and everything. I was doing it. So it was easy for me. The transition was easy, but I was telling everybody in my family and everyone that dishwashing and doing puja is both the same for me. I'm just acting here and everything. But मुझे उस टाइम पे पहले 1 और 2 महीने पहले फर्क पड़ रहा था that time getting the healing after something happens to me and everything. बट अब उतना फर्क नहीं दिख रहा है आई कैनॉट सी सम चेंजेस इमीडिएट इफेक्ट व्हेन आई गेट इनटू प्रॉब्लम और कुछ हो जाता है हेल्थ इश्यूज हो जाता है अभी ज्यादा नहीं दिख रहा है एटलीस्ट टू माय माइंड डिफरेंशिएट करने थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है व्हाट इज द रीजन
I don't know the reason because I don't know your life and I do not know the will of God. The only thing I say to people is, if you find God to have value in your life, continue to be with God. If you do not find God to have value in your life, you can decide whatever you want to decide. So I leave it to the individual for them to decide to continue or not to continue. I cannot tell the humans what extra to do in order to get ongoing benefits from God.
no no we have already received some of the some saying some of the things like looking at your face and you don't have to worry about your moksha mukti even if it happens doesn't happen at least it I mean, I say it comes out of the lot of stress that you already had, that you need to achieve this, that, and all. So many things, it drops off then and there itself. For many people who struggled with many methods and this one. So that was okay, good. I mean, it's going good, but it is easy and you don't have to do much and you don't have to worry much, but still you have to struggle with your daily life struggles. वो तो है. And one more question which I had was, I got some peculiar this one in 2018. उसके बाद I left my job and everything. So where I felt like I don't need anything. Oh, and after that, whatever puja and everything I was doing, meditation, everything I was doing, I got to know it's just a method. Sometimes it gives some kind of a relief. After that, again, you'll have to go back to your life. You'll have to get the pain and everything. I cannot express those experiences in languages, but the nearest that I got is spiritual awakening. I want to I wanted to check whether it is the experience that are given by the Paramatma or the king.
When you say spiritual awakening, what exactly are you referring to?
No,
You're
I
detached.
my senses, actually my sensitivity got increased. I started what seeing things in HD quality, and I started picking up others emotions, pain and everything when I go back, and I need a lot of rest. uh,
If you have actually studied the scriptures is very clear that there is something called all kind of experiences called spiritual experiences, but they are nothing to do with spiritual awakening.
okay.
Spiritual experiences have nothing to do with spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening means that you have become the observer and you have a deep understanding that you are not your body, you are not your mind, you are not the experiences of your five senses. You are only an observer observing the world pass through. And this is what is spiritual awakening, which means you have no more attachment. It means you have no more wanting. It means you have no desire to fix anything, acquire anything, be anything, to become anything. This is what is spiritual awakening. And what actually is spiritual enlightenment? It is you becoming so engrossed in a blissful state that even the world that is passing by, you are not getting entangled with it, not even wanting to look at it. In the awakening, you are still looking at the world. In enlightenment, you have lost the interest to look at the world. But in your storyline, you may become a guru and you might become someone who starts guiding others depending on your storyline. And then spirit will kind of force you to become that guru. Spirit will bring people to you to whom you will start speaking. Spirit will create either your success or no success depending on what the storyline is, depending on whether spirit wants you to become a very successful guru or just a mediocre guru.
Okay.
So, this is what is spiritual awakening, not the spiritual experiences which you are referring to. Spiritual experiences are nothing but spiritual orgasms.
Yeah, yeah, I understood that. The question is, so I was seeing repetitive numbers and everything. Those kind of
You
experiences
have
are
to
happening.
speak in the microphone, your voice goes down.
Yeah, yeah, microscope. Yeah, yeah. Can you? Is it better now?
No, no, it has gone down. I can't hear you. Sometimes your voice goes up and sometimes it comes down.
Okay. Can you? Is it
Okay.
better now?
Now, good.
Okay, so my question is, yeah, understood, but I never wanted to become guru because I got to know somehow at that time only it's all fooling others and fooling myself. And
No, no, it is not like whether you wanted to become. If it was in your storyline, you would have become.
correct. True. Agreed. Agreed. And yeah, but I was not getting any permanent relief from anything. I used to get only temporary this one experiences. But my question is, I got one peculiar this one incident where I felt like I don't need anything, but it stayed for a moment or something. I felt good and all. After that, I was into the puja and everything. Everything I was doing, I was doing little meditation, but I lost interest. But how much ever I try, I cannot do it for a long time or a week, for a 1 week or something. So suddenly it became filthy for me. All the I mean methods and everything. But I was doing it because I do not have any other options. I just wanted you to help me whether this incident that had happened. So after which I cannot do puja and everything. Even if I do, I'm acting or doing some things like that. Is it orchestrated by the Paramatma or the king?
No, it was done by the king.
Okay. Got it, sir. Got it. I think most of my questions,
Okay,
whatever I had in my mind,
good.
I think that got answered. I want to thank you very much for
Okay,
making
thank you,
our
Kapil.
life easy. And suddenly it came. I was not expecting it. I just wanted to have a small conversation with you. And
Okay, it's okay.
yesterday also your video got released. I think I watched it. And thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, Kapil.
Thank you, sir.
Can you
Oh,
hear
what
me?
happened? I can hear you, but I don't know where my video has gone. Okay. Pranam Paramatma.
Yes, Pranam.
First of all, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, I've been waiting to get in touch with you to get this, attend the Zoom meeting. And I think two times it was like one time I missed, two times again it skipped. And today morning, when I saw this message that there is a Zoom meeting and there is a invite for you, I was so happy. So happy. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
okay. So
Paramatma,
you
I
have
have
a question?
little bit.
Okay.
My first thing I request you that if you can get your bigger photo.
That you have to ask with my team.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
send a request in the email.
Okay. Sure.
They will look into
Um.
it.
Okay. परमात्मा यू वोंट बिलीव अभी कुछ दिन पहले मैंने एक सपना देखा था एंड उससे रिलेटेड एक छोटा सा डाउट है मेरा आई सॉ कि आप एक बैठक है समवेयर इन साउथ हैदराबाद और चेन्नई और आप वो बैठक खत्म हो गई है और आप बैठे हो चेयर पे और मैं नीचे हूँ एंड आप ऐसे झुक के यू आर लिसनिंग टू मी तो मैंने आपसे बोला कि आप दिल्ली में कब आओगे आई एम फ्रॉम दिल्ली तो यू डेंट हैव सेड एनीथिंग यू आर जस्ट स्माइलिंग सो फिर वो मेरा ड्रीम खत्म हो गया सो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है परमात्मा कि फर्स्ट इज वॉज मतलब वो परमात्मा ही थे या कोई और थे
God
और
it है.
मेरा अरे वाह थैंक यू एंड माय सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज कि जैसे गॉड आपका फेस के थ्रू सबसे मिल रहे हैं या मिलते हैं या बात करते हैं तो ऐसा किंग या कोई और भी कर सकता है बिकॉज दे आर ऑल्सो शेप शिफ्टर
या करते हैं बीच बीच में.
तो फिर कैसे ऑथेंटिकेशन कैसे पता चलेगा हमारे पास
डिफिकल्ट
तो
है.
कुछ है नहीं हाँ
डिफिकल्ट है.
बहुत डिफिकल्ट है टू जज
So I
ओके
cannot give you an answer to that how, क्योंकि मेरे लिए भी ये डिफिकल्ट होता है.
ओह
So the king can fool anyone. फर्क इतना है that king cannot keep fooling me for a long time. But yes, it is very difficult.
It is difficult. I was at one time I was really happy after that dream, but then this doubt came in, and I was in a confusion. Ki after every talk with the God, or every questioning or answering with the God, even if I'm getting the answer which I like, which I don't like, I'm not sure is it coming from where. There's no way to check it.
There are ways to check it. We call it using the dowsing rod, we call it using the pendulum, we call it using the muscle testing. But I am not saying they are foolproof. You can
Yes.
be deceived even through them also.
अच्छा परमात्मा, वन थिंग, ये सब तो मुझे नहीं आता. So I have, asked one day God that you guide me. How can I ask some guidance from you and take your guidance or permission from you? So one day a thought came in कि let me ask my question and let me get the answer from the book itself. So because book में तो आपका ही एनर्जी है, तो फिर उससे जो मुझे जो भी जैसा भी आंसर मिलेगा, इट विल बी फ्रॉम यू ओनली. सो am I doing it right, or it's still doubtful?
I don't know what you are doing, but God is saying continue.
Arey, thank you, thank you, thank you. One more thing, Paramatma, like I have seen one observation here, that without your grace, nobody can connect with you. That I have seen. So जब ह्यूमन कठपुतली ही है और उसकी अपनी विश नहीं है, उससे सब करवाया जा रहा है, तो वो अगर आपको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते या कर रहे, तो ये भी उनसे करवाया जा रहा है. तो देन व्हाई योर ग्रेस इज नॉट कमिंग अप एंड breaking that barrier and providing them the grace?
Because
It's my prayer and request.
God has said to his son, the king, that I will not force people to come to me. They have to decide to come to me, and they have to decide to remain with me. God will not give you the protection from the king. God will not stop the king from contaminating you. God will not stop the king from giving the thoughts that you must not go to God. God will not do any of these things, and yet some people are still able to come, and God says it is now up to you whether you want to come. Because let's say you are today with God and you are very happy with God, but there are so many people down the line, they get disappointed with God because slowly their expectations go up. God doesn't fulfill their expectations, and then they go into all kind of negativity. So it doesn't mean that if anyone today is with God, tomorrow also they will be with God. And the king will constantly keep on forcing people to move away from God, either through the thoughts or through the circumstances, or bringing in thoughts means bringing in all kind of doubts. Circumstances means you will find God is not giving you relief, and then the mind will say, let's try out praying to the deities, let's try out all the astrological remedies, let's try out all the tarot card reading, let's try out kriya yoga and all those things. Well, God says go and try out, I have no issue. So with in this journey there is no guarantee. No guarantee that you are really being guided by God, and no guarantee that tomorrow also you will be with God.
Yeah, I can completely correlate, because at times I used.
Thousands of people have come and gone. They couldn't
Yes.
remain with God.
I completely agree with that, because I myself have many a times felt that I'm disconnected with God. Either I've done something that God has gone out, Now he's not coming back. So I used to keep praying that I'm really sorry if I did something unknowingly wrong. And then at times I used to feel connected with God. And uh, I completely understand. When I said to God that no matter if I get something or I don't get something, anything, still I'm going to follow God. Now there is no way out. There is no looking back. And thank you so much. I have one request, God. I know I'm going to get an answer no for this, but still I request that can I do the prayers for my husband and my son if they are not following?
No, God
I
is
know I'm
saying no.
not going. Okay, okay, okay. Um, I have one question here, Paramatma, that God has given like 11 energy bodies, and out of that, till five are like till soul realization is the final this thing for humans. So, if it is only till five bodies, then what is the point of giving rest of the six when it is not useful for
Because no,
humans?
they will be used by some people.
I, I didn't get that.
You see, there is a journey beyond the human journey. And in that journey, you will need those higher energy bodies.
So,
But that will not, but that will happen for very few individuals. So God has given the
okay.
possibility to go all the way up to the king.
Okay, 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 okay. So out of that, only very little, very few humans have got a chance to maybe to reach to that level, and for that 11
Yes,
bodies are required.
very few.
Okay, okay. I think that's all. First
Okay,
of all, I'm
right.
really grateful and thankful that I got connected with you. And please do come to Delhi, do some Bathak. We would love to
Uh,
come and meet
uh,
you, Paramatma.
everything depends on God.
So I request God, I
Yes.
pray God.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Paramatma.
Shobha. Thank you. Arun, can you hear me? Arunji? Yes.
Papa.
Namaskar.
Um, First of all, I want to thank you heartedly. So that, sorry, I'm becoming a little emotional. Yeah. Uh, actually, I like to introduce myself. I'm Arun. So I'm from Bangalore. I'm a healer. So I'm an astrologer. I do a little bit creative job also. Okay. So that why I came to astrology, because I got to a lot of pain. Still, I'm going through. So then somehow I came to your book and your podcast, and I know so many things happening, so I connected to you. So I don't know why it is happening. So I can read the chart, I can read the astrology chart, then I know what is the king is creating it. But हम पूरा कठपुतली है तो we can't do anything about it. Just we can bear the pain, we can see the pain. So I can see every day, actually, day before yesterday, that flight crash, that 200 people died, then Bangalore, there is stamp happened, then people died. So every day it is only pain, pain, pain. I lost my kid. You know, Paramatma, about me, actually, you can see me, what I am my going through. So I lost my son. I am single parent. I brought up my kid. He was in engineering. Then as astrology, then I see that I predicted, okay, there is accident going to happen, but I don't know when, how, what it. But we avoided all the travel to him. But with the college project, he went. He met a car accident, then he collapsed. So I lost it. So after that, I connected to your book. Then I thought somebody told, okay, you can see through things. You can be better. You can know much future, all those things. So you do that, this sadhana, that sadhana. Then I start doing Durga sadhana. So I was feeling very good actually when I'm doing sadhana, because it is activated chakra, the urja shakti thoda बढ़ता है. Also I used to feel that. Then I should doing it, but then after this happened, then suddenly, then I thought I kept quiet for some days. Then after that, I start doing the sadhana again. I was simply crying. That's it. Then I saw your book. Then I got connected. Then after seeing the book, after reading the few pages and seeing through a lot of podcasts, then I stopped doing all the pujas, all those things. Uh, so is that my son is dead? He's with the king, or he's with Paramatma? That's one question for me. First question.
With God. With God. Paramatma.
Thank you. So one more question I have that actually I'm really thankful to Paramatma, saying that okay, I heard about the small story about Dhruv, okay, that star who as a we can see as a polar star, so that he saw the Vishnu or someone, then he become a star. So I was thinking when I was small kid, I was reading the book. I thought, okay, one day I also see the God. So I'm thankful today. I'm seeing the God virtually. So I'm really really blessed. Okay, one thing. Then one more thing I'm thinking. Now I heard you were one of the podcasts saying that now it is you work with a God and very closely with the 300 people to liberate the atmas, in that now is Shiva and Durga, because I used to do worship Durga and do the sadhana. So Durga now is liberated. She went to her own house. Then Shiva also liberated. So do I can chant Durga mantra or Durga sadhana, whatever. So do after reading the book, it is not required, but I feel good about doing it. So can I do it? I should not do it.
It will connect you with the king, no more with Durga.
Okay, though I should not do it.
That is up to you.
Okay, one more thing. Then those people will come to me because I established little bit, not much, little bit about as a as a healer. So people comes to me taking their pain or taking the problem. So do I have your card? I have a digital version also. Can I give them the card?
If you feel like giving, then you give.
So
It
can
has
I?
to come from within you.
Yeah, that's what I felt for some people. Then I given to one or two people, but after that I thought, okay, I need your permission, otherwise I should not do it.
No, you
Then
don't need permission to give the card. Anyone can give the card to anyone, but it should come from within them.
yeah, so many people came actually, but I didn't give to everybody. But I felt that okay, this person need a card, so I given the card. So I thought, okay, I'll have a digital version, then I can print and keep it. Somebody really need, I can give the card. So I'll do that. Then one more question, actually it is a curiosity. So you said okay, you and Kabir are the directly of Paramatma's creation actually. So ऊर्जा शक्ति directly उन लोगों का बेटे हैं आप. So then picture came, Falguni ji came with you then as a Bhagavati. So you worked with the 300 people, worked as a God's Paramatma ka kaam kiya hai. So is that Bhagavati came to Falguni ji? The Falguni ji had anything extra power or extra energy or something to Bhagavati choose Falguni ji?
After Bhagavati came, then she had those extra powers.
Okay, it is just she also like us.
Yes.
So any guidance from me, Paramatma?
No, I don't get guidance for people.
Okay, so whatever. So I so nowadays I'm not doing any pujas, anything, but so certain what happens in the family, they said okay, you have to do this ritual. Then I, with knowingly unknowingly, I have to do it. But is that, can I do it?
You see, Arun, it is not that you have to do it. It is just that, number one, you don't want any kind of drama in your life. Number two, you don't want to displease them. You want to keep them at a favorable place with you. And number three, in the end, It is a choice between Paramatma and your family. If you feel family is important, then you can let go of Paramatma. If you feel Paramatma is important, you can let the family know that I have made a choice, and in that choice, uh, not doing any rituals is a part of my choice. They will not understand, they will be angry, they will criticize you, they will tell you that you have gone off the whatever they say, good or bad or ugly. But the point here is it is for you to decide, it is not for them to decide. So at least do not say it is difficult not to do. It is just that you are saying, okay, I will take the easy path in life. So many a times being with God or Paramatma is not easy. And it is not easy in the sense it is your ego only that says it is not easy. Otherwise, there is nothing to do. There is no sadhana that you have to do. But what you need to do is let people know these are the things I am not going to do, not going to engage with. But you will not stop anyone. And if they need your support, you might take them to the temple or wherever, but you will not go inside. So these are all your choice. So at least be truthful in saying that I am choosing to be with my family members in this area of worshipping and everything. And that is perfectly all right, even with Paramatma. Paramatma has no issue because Paramatma says you don't really have to come to me.
Yes, Parma clearly said that, okay, you don't have to, believe me, you don't have to follow me, you don't have to pray me, nothing, but do whatever you want. Thing is, without connecting to any, feel to the God or anything, just do the, mechanically, then I can do it. I
No, you
think
cannot do it even mechanically.
I should not do it. Okay. So
You cannot do.
then one question is why that a lot of pain still happening. So Paramatma also seeing everyone. So
Pain
he
is going to happen till everyone dies. That is a part of the storyline.
so is that my storyline? There's so much of still pain is still there.
Yes. That is how we come to know about storyline. We cannot come to know what is after 1 minute. Right now, I am in pain. That is what I know. And it comes from my storyline. It is created by uh, Ishwar or spirit, and we have to go through it. But you have an option to say it to God and see if God gives you any relief. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, I want
Yes.
one question. So
Yes.
as an astrologer, then what I have studied from different modality, different mentors and gurus, there is some remedies they say, okay, generally I don't give any. I have till today I have not given any remedy to do much puja, yajna, homa, all those things. I never given anybody to do them some big ritual and spend money, all those things. I have given simple remedy to, okay, you just feed to the needy people and help others who do seva for blind people, feed for the dogs and cows and all those stuff. So now I have one direct God to give them, okay, somebody really in the pain, I can give them. That is really helpful for me to help others. So that is, I feel that, okay, anyway, it is everything is my storyline, it is given by somebody else, so I don't have any control, and you also don't have any control on that. So so I can, if somebody will come to me, then definitely that, because already they have into the in that illusion that, okay, I have to do some puja, I have to do some temple, then only it will be, I get liberated, my pain will go. So for them, what I do, so I just give them what I have it.
You see, you can learn counseling. That is number one.
Yes.
Counseling is a very powerful way with which you can give solace to people. Second, you can give them the healing card, either paper Now, if you want a bunch of paper healing cards, my team can send that to you. There is no problem. And that you can give. And you can just tell them that why don't you talk with this image? It doesn't matter who this image is, because the moment you try to explain, it becomes complicated.
Complicated, yes.
We are only interested in solution.
Yes.
So you talk with this image for next few days or week, and then see if this gives you any relief or not. So this is the only thing that you can tell them. And counseling can be very powerful. Since now you do not have the remedies, you can learn counseling and you can give them counseling without really telling them that this is counseling.
Thank you, God. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Arun. So इस वक्त अभी और कोई मैं जूम मीटिंग में नहीं देख रहा हूं. सो आई विल क्लोज दिस मीटिंग. थैंक यू ऑल वेरी मच. आप लोग आए और हम लोगों ने ये बातचीत किया. थैंक यू सो मच.